The door felt heavier than all the others. For Ayan, it was the 99th door, 99 rejections, each one a stone on his back. He clutched his prototype, rehearsed words tumbling in his mind, but hope and fear tangled in his chest. The polished hallway was cold, the receptionist indifferent. Ayan sat, just another hopeful, doubts echoing louder than ever. His parents' voices haunted him. Get a real job, stop dreaming. He tried to remember the farmers he wanted to help, but the city's sterility blurred his purpose. Finally, his name was called. The meeting was a blur, another suit, another distracted glance, another swift, impersonal no. The door clicked shut behind him, the 99th rejection ringing in his ears. 99 down, only one left. Each no threatened to crush him, but he kept going. He was a ghost in the corridors of power, invisible to those who mattered. The weight, the silence, the dismissals, they all chipped away at his spirit. Yet, he stood up, prototype in hand, ready to face the next door. The world called him a dreamer, a fool, but he refused to give up. The 99th no wasn't the end. It was just another step. He took a breath, steadied himself, and walked on. The dream was battered, but not broken. One more door. Facing a future only he could see. The village laughed, his parents worried, but he kept building. The dream was his lifeline. Prototype in hand, Ayan entered the city, believing good intentions would open doors. The first investor laughed. A text message? We're building drones and AI. This is cute. The word stung. Rejection became routine. Business plans, Ivy League teams, scalability, bureaucracy. Each meeting, hope flickered and died. Then came Mr. Verma, who listened, nodded, and promised to review the design. For a moment, Ayan believed. A week later, Verma's company announced a new agritech device, his invention, stolen and renamed. The betrayal was crushing. No money, no power, no recourse. The city was a jungle, and he was prey. The slammed doors were bad enough, but theft was a fire that nearly consumed him. He was more alone than ever, his dream twisted into a nightmare. Every no was a lesson in pain. Yet, even as hope faded, something inside him refused to die. He learned the city's rules the hard way. The world didn't care about his dream, but he still did. He was battered, but not finished. The symphony of slammed doors played on. He kept listening for a new note. Poverty wore Ayan down, hunger gnawing at his body and spirit. He drifted from hostels to shop floors, growing thin and haunted. Doubt crept in. Maybe his family was right, maybe he was a fool. The betrayal by Verma was an anchor, dragging him lower. He hid his prototype, ashamed and defeated. The dream felt dead. He considered going home in shame. Then, at a market, he saw an old farmer mourning wilted produce, ruined by sudden heat. In that moment, Ayan saw his father, his neighbors, himself. The farmer's tears washed away Ayan's self-pity. Purpose roared back to life. It wasn't about him. It was about them. The world's cruelty was real, but so was the need. He couldn't quit. Not now. The echoes of doubt faded, replaced by a vow. He would try again, for the people who needed him. The dream was reborn. The grieving farmer jolted Ayan awake. His pain was a shadow of what farmers endured every season. Ayan's struggle was temporary. Theirs was endless. He returned to his corner, pulled out the prototype, and felt its weight anew. A promise, not a burden. He spent his last rupees on bus fare, not food, and made a new list 100 companies. He would knock on every door, face every rejection. The rejections kept coming, but something had changed. Each no was just a step. not a defeat. He refined his pitch, grew resilient. The dismissals stung but didn't pierce his heart. He was a soldier on a mission, running on willpower alone. Door 95, 96, 97, he kept going. He was nearly at the end of his rope, but not his resolve. The vow to the farmer kept him moving. The 100th door awaited. The morning of the 100th attempt was gray, hope barely flickering. Ayan had nothing left. No money, no strength, just a battered prototype and a vow. The skyscraper of AgriVentures Inc. loomed above him, intimidating and impossible. He almost turned back, but the memory of the old farmer anchored him. He couldn't break his promise now. He entered the marble lobby, feeling invisible among the powerful. At the reception, he whispered his purpose. He was here to see the CEO, no appointment. The receptionist barely looked up. He was a trespasser in a world of giants. But he stood his ground, prototype in hand. The 99 rejections had prepared him for this moment. He waited, heart pounding, for a chance. The final door was before him. He was ready to knock, one last time. The journey had led him here. The receptionist hesitated, then told him to wait. No promises. Minutes stretched. Ayan stood, exhaustion radiating from him. Finally, the CEO's assistant appeared. "Mr. Kazi will see you. 5 minutes." Ayan entered a vast office facing Mr. Kazi, a man with lines of hardship on his face. He spoke, not of profits, but of farmers, struggle, and hope. He showed the crop guardian, wires exposed, passion overriding fatigue. Mr. Kazi listened in silence, turning the device in his hands. Finally, he spoke. "I know this dirt. My father lost his farm to a flood when I was your age. Tell me everything." In that moment, Ayan's story found its echo. The final door opened, not to rejection, but to understanding. The journey of 100 no's ended with a single yes. The impossible dream had found its believer. Ayan's voice, once ignored, was finally heard. The world shifted. The future began. Sometimes, all it takes is one person who remembers the dirt under their fingernails. The 100th door was open. Mr. Kazi's yes was rain after drought. He offered not just funding, but mentorship and a team. The crop guardian was refined, mass-produced, and kept affordable for small farmers. The first rollout was in Ayan's home district. Farmers who once doubted him now thanked him. The device saved crops, livelihoods, and hope. News spread. Stories poured in, pests avoided, droughts managed, lives changed. Ayan became a hero, but stayed humble, always listening to those he served. One day, Mr. Verma returned, ruined by his own greed, seeking a job. Ayan offered him a position, as a janitor. It wasn't revenge, but justice. The boy with the impossible dream had changed the world. The 99 rejections were the fire that forged him. Each no had a purpose. The single yes was enough. The harvest was real. True value can't be stolen, it must be built. The journey was worth every step. The dream was now a legacy. Mr. Verma, once a thief, now mopped the floors of the company he tried to steal. Ayan walked past him daily, no gloating, just quiet understanding. Verma's fate was a lesson: integrity outlasts greed. Ayan's story became legend, not for wealth, but for purpose. He proved you don't need privilege to change the world, just an idea and relentless persistence. The 99 rejections were not failures, but the forge of his resolve. Each no taught him, each closed door prepared him. The journey through darkness made the light meaningful. Persistence is a superpower. Rejection is just an opinion. All it takes is one yes. Sometimes that yes must come from yourself, again and again, until the world listens. Keep knocking. The 100th door might be the one that opens.
What's something people don't know about stories? They never truly end. There's always a new adventure waiting for you. Just pick your next tale and I'll meet you there. Subscribe to the Story Circle and let me know which story I should tell next in the comments.